And this is session 36 of Ultraviolet Grasslands. Woo!
That's divisible by 6. No,
And
that means.
3 and 2 and 12. Yep. 9, 4. Mm. Let's see. Last time we did all the stuff at the Rose Towers. Got some globes. Got some bird.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Avoided getting swarmed by a bunch of cold bones, or lake people, not actual bones. They just call them
Oh,
cold.
that's right. So
Uh,
many lake people.
some sweet magic, and went back to Red Bear and got Madame Red Star her body all hooked up. Yeah, we got a couple of new weapons for Alba Negra, got some supplies, did some restocking stuff. Yeah, anything else y'all think is pertinent?
We got to be experts at body swapping.
I know, really, really leaning hard on that. Uh,
Getting
great. So
better all the time.
we left off at Red Bear, which is basically gallgrass. We'll say for traveling purposes.
Okay. We're at
Um,
Gallgrass.
yeah, for if we want to, so we want to just head west, get on the road, um, in the interest of getting to the Black City. We can just head to Refracting Trees if everyone is good for that.
I am good with that.
Right. Cool. So let me pull.
Oh, let me just make sure we've before we do that, I
Oh
just want to
yeah.
make sure that we have acquired
Supplies.
supplies. Let me check the caravan tab. Right. Oh, I think I did want to ask, like, were there decent trade goods that we could buy here?
Probably. What did we have? Oh yeah, you want to get some trade goods? I got some trade.
Like, I was thinking, like, getting a couple of cartloads of trade goods, and then the rest will just get supplies.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're still carrying around a giant body that takes up.
We are
Yeah.
still carrying around the giant body that takes up 8 sacks.
um, I think you can get uh, generic trade goods for around 50 or up to 50. Um, if you want to,
Okay.
yeah, you can grab those and sell them wherever you like. Um,
Let's let's do that.
Here's a thing that's probably not mechanically supported, but
yeah.
an idea I just had. Like, could so we buy generic trade goods.
Hmm.
Could I then like maybe put like a bean sampler in each one to slightly upgrade them so they're not quite so generic?
Oh, interesting.
So,
Definitely try. Definitely try.
but we'd probably do that at our destination once we're before closer to when we were ready to probably try and sell them because I want fresh beans in there.
Right, right. Great. It is old second one. Uh, cool. Let me change the colors on that. So it is, well, like August. It's very hot.
Oh, hey, everybody, hero dice,
Hero dice for
up your
everybody.
hero dice.
Two hero dice for
Oh
everybody.
man.
Yeah, I already did mine.
I did not. I was down to
Great.
one.
Let's get on the road then. Spend a week of supplies. Who would like to roll misfortune?
I think I usually do the first with my lucky beetle horse.
Get it.
Not lucky, but danger sensing beetle horse.
Danger sensing beetle horse. Dangerous. It's almost turtles, but
Why do I not have the option to reject this call? Go away call.
uh,
So give me that, and grand total is 24.
wow. Um oh, that's gonna be good. Okay, great. So we are heading towards the refracting trees. Um, Coming out of the gallgrass, it shifts to this weird biomantic forest. Light is bent oddly here. All the trees start taking on this like slimy, um, iridescent sheen, um, like almost looks silicate kind of coating on them. And as you're traveling, it's kind of hard to judge distance because of the weird way that it seems to be bending not only light, but kind of like the air a little bit. Um, but fortunately, there are well-worn kind of ditch roads through the area. So you're basically like below the tree line. You can't really see the horizon too well. But it does like protect you from these like mind-breaking light shows. Um, the haze is down until about 12:30 in the early afternoon, so you don't really get a sunrise until halfway through the day at all. And even then, it kind of like gets a weird like rainbow, like annihilation kind of shimmer to it. Um, yeah, and so
Also, I don't know if this is just me or everybody, but you keep freezing for me, Mark. So
oh dang,
you could you always catch up, but if you ever like ask something and there's a big pause, that might be why. Because you'll freeze for a minute and then you'll come back and I'll catch up with everything you're saying.
let me pop my VPN here. See if that does any better. Okay, that should be good. Modon. So as you're traveling through this weird landscape, you hear, or I think you see, um, you have interest in botany clearly, um, and taking particular interest in these trees over the course of the days of travel. You start to it feels like you're seeing faces in them, which is that's weird. What do you call the pareidolia thing? But on one particular day, it the face speaks to you very clearly. The the vision of the face kind of flickers with the prismatic shifting of light. Um, but I think they express surprise that you can see them. And it almost feels like they're reaching out to you. Um, how would you like to deal with that?
Just FYI, you're still cutting out quite a bit, but I think the only part I missed was they're expressing surprise at something.
At that you can see them.
Oh, like
Yeah.
okay. I would respond excitedly and friendly and be like, with my usual Mudan way, and like, well, greetings. I've never spoken with a being like you before. It's my pleasure.
Um, I'm Erdnar. What? How? You can hear me. You can hear me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I'm stuck. Can you help me out?
Stuck. I don't. I'd love to try, but I'm not sure how stuck. How?
I've misfortune long ago. Um, my I've been trapped in the refracting lights here. I'm a wizard engineer, experimenting with different ways of communicating and manifesting, and the mishaps happen. I haven't had anyone acknowledge me in quite some time. I'm not sure. You're not trapped as well, are you? It's hard to tell from here.
I do not believe I am trapped in any way, not to my knowledge.
Well,
Let me just do a scan real quick with my diagnostic wand.
Yeah. Give me
See if I
an
can.
aura check.
Aura check. Aura check. 2. That's a grand total of 2 on that aura check. Ooh.
Roll again.
Oh, I have both ends of the
Oh,
spectrum.
man.
So 23 total.
T3. Yeah. Yeah, he is honest
Ways
about
to
what's going on.
not use that exploding mechanic.
um his surprise and distress is genuine. He wants more than anything else to just get out of there somehow. um
Can anybody else in the caravan hear or see him, or does
I
just to
think
them look like I'm talking to a tree or something?
I was about to ask the same question.
what you pointed out, I think yeah, it's definitely like it's difficult to focus on just because of the like the weird shifting light. But well, it's like seeing one of the magic eye pictures, like
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, there, oh clearly, yeah, there he is, clearly.
Well, do you have any idea on how we can help you?
uh, if I knew how, I would be out already.
You say you're a magitech. You say that you are a magitechnical engineer of some sort.
Yes.
I am as well.
Oh,
Have you thought of
caution, I advise
technobabble,
caution.
technobabble?
Would you like to try and figure out a way to get him out of there?
I would, and I will note that I have a spell called Let the Door Open Itself,
Interesting.
which is basically a knock spell, but we've
I have
used
the
it to
same spell, but in a different flavor.
which is basically a knock spell, but we have used it to like enter things that didn't necessarily have a door per se.
Right.
So that could conceivably be a way to like convince whatever it's trapped into to get out. But I'm gonna but first and foremost, I am going to use my glove to scan the noosphere to see if
Yeah.
there's any to see like what the interaction with like the weird refracting light.
Yeah, I
Um,
think without even rolling, like as an expert wizard with the sweet glove, um, the things you can tell are that it's almost like so he I think you can see that he is ba only or ha only personality, um, no body, no soul, and it's almost like he's kind of like it doesn't really show up in the noosphere as much because he's kind of like physically kind of like interlaced with like the frequencies going on here. So it's less of a like astral plane thing and more of a just like somehow got like sucked into the like
he's
radio
like
here.
he's like partially out he's like partially out of phase, or is it
Um,
just his like spirit here,
it's
or
just
He's
yeah,
more of a he's like a Ba hologram.
exactly, yeah,
He's a Ba trapped in light.
yeah,
oh, and his body isn't around here.
yeah.
Somewhat similar to Aderon.
Mm. Bullet without a soul, unfortunately.
Hello.
Um, can I get let me get a thought roll from Phaedron with wizard.
With wizard.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be a +8 on this roll. There's an 8 on the dice, +8 is 16.
Fantastic. Um, yeah, I think you are able to like divine a way to kind of like siphon his personality off, and you could either download it into uh, some sort of body. You could
We
even
do have that spare worker body that we've been carrying around.
you could do it on worker body. You could probably even dump it into an animal if you wanted to. Like if you wanted to like put him in a donkey, you could do that. Um, you could also just
Put him in a donkey, put him in a
You,
giant
you could
crab.
put him in a crab. Yeah. You could also just harvest.
give him a choice.
Actually,
If you
could we download him to the Necro Wagon?
ooh, You could. You could also harvest his memory fragments for a free spell.
Ooh. Well, that would be basically killing him.
Basically, he's two-thirds dead already, though. So
Can you hear me?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You suggested possibly putting him into the necro wagon.
Or into Triskeli's car. Make Triskeli's car a wizard.
Wizard car.
Though then it would be, I don't know, that feels too much like, hey, I own a person now.
True.
Or maybe it's not a full person. I mean, it'd be like,
Sure, I guess
It'd be
you're just
like
giving
Knight
his wagon
Rider.
a personality.
It'd be like
it'd
kids,
be like Knight Rider.
Yes.
Well, or back to Teal. I mean, the necro wagon's not owned by anyone; it's just part of the caravan.
Yeah. And again, we do have the body that we could, if we wanted to give them the
Put him into that worker body that we've been
the
carrying around as a
body.
spare.
Yeah.
Let them figure out what to do for themselves from there.
Well, we could add them to
Or
the
we could
caravan.
like say, hey, want
Yeah.
to join our caravan?
So the vehicles and the worker body have the advantage that we don't have to feed them anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they just become an extra individual
Extra hand, even
caravan.
though we wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't cost a supply.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Actually, or yeah, I don't think they did, or did they? I don't remember.
I don't think the worker body does. And I know the vehicles are powered other ways.
Yeah.
I mean, the worker
Well-
body sounds like the best option in terms of like utility for both us and him.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we give them 3 options?
Ooh, I mean, given the option, he would definitely take a more human-like body.
Mark, could you repeat that? You kind of cut out there for a minute.
Given the option, he would definitely take a more human-like body.
Okay. Then yeah, let's try to pull him out of the refracting trees and put him into this worker body we've been carrying around for a while.
Yeah. This is gonna be pretty easy. Phaedrid, another wizard and thought. I'm looking for an 11.
Wizard and thought. Okay.
Pretty much anything but like a 2 will get you.
With this, yeah. Okay. Here we go. I rolled a
Fantastic.
7 plus 8 is a 15.
Yeah. Yeah, he is downloaded into the worker body. Again, his name is Ernadar, the wizard. Let me paste that in chat.
Yeah, just so you know why we're having a hard time. Yeah, you're freezing up about every 15 or 30 seconds.
Oh, let me see if I can go over here instead.
I was trying to time it to see if it was like exactly like every 30 seconds he freezes. But it's not.
Let's see. Okay, let's see if this is any better.
Mike, are you putting that in the caravan, or do you want me to-
Yeah, I'm running out of lines here, so I'm trying to like.
Yeah,
There's a
put, like
space in between.
and you can acquire him as a companion if you want as well.
ooh,
Always love more wizards.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is extraordinarily grateful.
We should have given him a 4th option. He could be put into a bean.
Pass.
No, that's true. Your first intelligent being.
But no, I think the worker body's probably the best out.
He's pretty, scatterbrained. Kind of, what'd you call?
what was, and his name was
In the
Ernadar.
chat.
Ernadar.
Ernadar.
Absent-minded, maybe. But yeah, he's super happy to be there. Let's
What level is he, if out of curiosity?
0.
10.
Yeah, just barely a person.
Can you even call yourself a wizard at 0?
Let's see, who do we have as far as that goes? Yeah. The only other like you meet some other travelers, fewer than usual, mostly satraps. The only people of note really are some other villagers from the Three Sticks area who are kind of like traveling as a little like almost like a little mission group, and they have like protective eyewear and just like keeping their heads down because they don't want to like they know better than to mess with the spectrum stuff going on here because sometimes you get sucked into it. Yeah, other than that, pretty
So I have two questions,
yeah.
one for each character.
Hmm.
So first of all, Alba Negra has a crystal fungus growing in her brain. Does this light impact that?
It does not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second question is, does the light impact Aderon?
Officially, no, because
Okay.
you all did real good on misfortune.
Right.
Because Beetle Horse is leading you the right way.
Yeah.
Keeping their heads down in the ditch. If he wants to interact with it, he's more than welcome to. I advise against it.
Gotcha. Okay. I will. I'm not ready for that yet. So
If anyone needs to rest, recover life or stat, or remove a burden, you are welcome to do that now.
At max of stuff, I don't have any burdens. I'm at full life.
Yeah, all good.
Cool.
So I think I would like to try to do some training.
Ooh. So let's see here. Resting here. So refracting trees is just the area. This says the only really like rest available is huddled in a muddy hole. It's an easy endurance test, which I'm not gonna make anyone do, to rest in a muddy dugout, but safe from the dangerous lights. But yeah, go ahead and let's do that then. Let's do our
Okay.
so do
What
the
I'm
discoveries as well.
Yeah, I want to since we're heading into dangerous territory, I want to get better at I want to get better at shooting stuff.
Mm,
Because my magic doesn't necessarily work on everything.
that's true.
So I want to try to increase my marksman skill,
Cool.
or I should say, I want to try to learn the marksman skill.
Fantastic. Taking pot shots at trees. Cool.
Pretty much.
Let's do that with yeah, let's make that roll with agility.
I was hoping you were going to say thought because my agility sucks.
Mm.
Oh well, which is why I want to learn to shoot because my agility sucks. Okay, so that's gonna just be a flat roll.
All right.
And what do I need to advance?
12.
I got a 9.
That's a 9. Haven't learned anything from shooting trees unless you want to spend a hero dice on it.
I'm gonna spin a hero die.
He's really gonna study this shooting the trees.
I'm gonna spend a hero die, and I got a 50-50 chance of getting a 3 or higher. Oops,
Four out
wrong
of
button.
6.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh boy,
what'd you get?
I got a 1.
Okay.
Still need still
I
need
am
2
going.
more.
I am going to loan a hero die. No, actually, Alba Negra will just do it. She'll spend one of her hero dice to give you another chance because she's a decent shot.
Okay, so learning so like training under Alba Negra. Okay.
She's like, squeeze the trigger, don't pull
Is
it.
a soldier.
Exactly. You want me to roll that, or are you
Yeah,
gonna
would
roll
you roll that since you're
Okay.
you're the one contributing it?
Sure. Sorry, my brain's
Okay.
not.
That's okay.
5.
All right.
Definitely do it. Cool. Give yourself a
Now
step
it's 2 of 3.
of 3. Getting good.
Closer.
Do folks want to look for discoveries here?
Yeah.
Cool. Who would like to
You
make
should
that
look for
roll?
discoveries. Yes.
That's just gonna be a flat roll.
So I missed. This is a chance where we can like study and stuff. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I did some studying where I'm practicing my marksman. I'm like trying to get I'm trying to improve my marksman ability.
Mhm.
I'll roll for some discoveries.
Yeah, cool. Just a
Go
flat.
for it.
Was it just a flat D20, right?
Mhm.
20.
Holy
Let's
shit!
blow that up.
Explodes!
Roll that
Oh,
again.
18.
Oh my gosh!
38.
Yeah. All the
We found all the things.
Every single lost set of
we
keys.
we found a very detailed map on the ground.
did actually I think those the travelers from Three Sticks, like, they're familiar with the area, and will travel with you for a bit, and are a little bit horrified, I think, that you want to travel off the trails, but you know what, that's fine. um
I think my was like, well, I'm already dead. Like, what
might as
what can
well.
happen?
A few of the wonders they tell you about are an old bunker that is partially sunken into quicksand about a day off the trail. Um, you, I think, seeing, and maybe talking with your new friend, they also tell you about another grove of trees about a day off trail that is full of, or maybe not full of, but there are definitely other wizards who got stuck in trees in different places. And then about 3 days off trail, there's like a mushroom thing, which they feel is too dangerous to, but you might have a better time than they would.
What kind of mushroom thing?
Um, like mushroom people thing, radiation.
Oh,
It's it's weird here, right? We're just going to the Spectrum Palace to do a little bit of trading, but I mean, we stay on the trail because we know what happens to people that leave. But you look adventurous. Well, there's a lot of you. There are a lot of you. So,
we
might
are
What do you
very
know about
important.
this? And what did you know of this bunker that you said?
it's like kind of like stuck in the ground sideways, a little weird. I mean, I
How
haven't
how
gone
old is
in.
how old is it?
I mean, it's been there long enough to sink into the ground.
Shall we try?
Let's mushroom sounds like it could be dangerous. Although with danger comes, with danger comes opportunity. I am interested in in this sinking bunker. There might be something useful or valuable in there. Which
Could
reminds
we
me of the old
also
which reminds me of the old Dungeon World question. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Mhm, mhm.
could we also make an effort to rescue those unfortunate souls who have misapprehended their bodies?
I mean, I'm always interested in random body parts. Hold on one second.
I was also going to use my action, by the way, just try to advance my B Knights.
Great. You can definitely do that on the road. That'll be a thought roll.
Because I think I know what went wrong last time. I need to introduce the bio components earlier on in the bean's growth so that they can grow together and
Mm.
ease into consciousness instead of just being launched into consciousness like a lightning bolt Frankenstein shock. I think that's what I did wrong. Uh, so let's see, thought is 3, I think. Yes, it is. Hey, 17.
That will definitely do it. Yeah. They are starting to get a little bit smarter.
Hey, okay, we got. I'm almost there.
So Aderon is going to, during training, try to train their new body.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, so I was thinking about like, how do we do this? What occurred to me was if I try and learn the body in the normal way, but I use my current fleshless clay skill level to give me better dice roll, that will transfer the knowledge, if you will.
Mm.
That make any sense? Because if I just have to learn the same levels that I learned before, that's
Right.
just learning from zero.
Yeah. 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 Let's do that. I think that
Okay.
works.
So I'm going to Aderon's going to work on the first level of the body. Also, it occurred to me that an interesting, and I don't know if you want to do this, but an interesting possibility is if I roll high enough to get an extra trait,
Mm-hmm.
have it be like a trait that the body has,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just for fun.
Yeah. That'll work.
Okay. So Aderon will do a thought plus flesh's clay roll.
Yes.
It also occurred to me that if you wanted it to scale down as things got tougher, I could like roll master against beginning level and then expert against whatever and then beginner at
Hmm.
it's up to you.
Yeah. I think this is fine.
Okay. Then I shall roll a thought roll uh, plus fleshes, whatever. Okay, so that is a 5 on the die, plus 4 is 9, plus 9 is 18.
That will definitely do it. That will give you a success.
Okay. Um,
Okay, at a 20 is 2 successes.
yeah, I think I am gonna
Shit, I was close to two then.
yeah. Um, no, you know what? I'll just leave it at 1 for the
Cool.
moment. I'm afraid to use hero dice at the moment because I'm afraid we're gonna need them.
Well, exactly. And now that he said that, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm only 3 away. Maybe I should use a hero die, but I won't.
Just gonna put it right here.
Skelly.
Mm. Oh, I thought my roll for discoveries was
Oh no,
my
that's a free roll when you get to a
that's
new.
free. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man, what am I gonna do? I think I am going to. Sorry, can you just remind me what the options are again? Study.
Forage, care, study, hide, or ambush.
Right, right. Okay.
by
I
the
guess.
way, Skelly, I noticed your life is 16 out of your 14 max. One of those two has got to be wrong.
Oops.
There
we go. I used up some life when I cast a spell.
Oh, got you. I was looking to see if anybody needed healing or whatever.
I guess I could care for myself. I mean,
It's only 2. You don't even feel that.
yeah,
Until you do.
until I have to until I cast a spell that's worth like 4 or something. Charge it. No, I probably should just study. Um, well, I think I am going to try to study some more. And my necromancy is like really low. Might as well study some more necromancy.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Probably like in case I wouldn't mind going to check out all those like wizard body parts, and maybe I can do something
Yeah, that'll be a thought roll.
for them folk. Um, thought roll was my thought too. All right, here we go. 13.
13 will get you a success. How
Nice.
how are you learning necromancy on the road here?
Maybe I'll just did the can the wizard spirit whatever still talk in the
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll just try to talk to him and be like, okay, well, how did this happen to you? What happened? Like, what was it like when your spirit like left your body? How did
What
do
happened
you
to
know
your
anything about?
soul?
Yeah, and sort of try to get a better understanding of, how how soul moves from place to place
Right.
and
All the
can be
nuances.
extracted and inserted and all that sort of stuff.
Didn't I remember also he's in the worker body, right?
Yes.
He is in the worker body.
When doing certainly isn't it like he's coming through a cheap speaker when he's talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Kind of
The lowest
staticky.
quality sec unit. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably monotone, can't really convey emotion,
Yeah.
like emote in any way.
high pass filter on it.
Yeah.
Great. Did you want to check out one of the discoveries?
Yeah, we were gonna let's start with the bunker.
Start with
Yeah, let's start with the bunker.
Great.
That sounds most interesting, or
Yeah.
at least that sounds like a good place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a day off the trail.
Yeah, the mushroom thing sounded more dangerous, but could be more rewarding. But let's start with the bunker and see what we find.
Maybe it'll be Bunker Bob's amusement park.
I have a picture which, is going to show you more than you know, but
I mean, in RPG understanding, the farther something is away, the more dangerous it is, right? So.
Yeah, so there's this it's probably not even a day off the trail. Like it's like a 10 hours or whatever. And it's this it's in the how do I say this? The like prismatic reflections off the trees kind of coalesce into these like mirror like pools almost on the ground. And at the edge of one of these a larger one of these pools is a large living stone edifice that's kind of like jutting out at an angle. The soil around it is like wet sand. And there's like, it looks like there's like a couple, I don't even know if they're entrances, but like where large vents would be that you could definitely drop yourself down into. It smells brackish, slimy and salty. Definitely hear like plop plop sounds, slime stuff. But yeah, it's there in a not great place, and you can definitely get in if you want to. What do you think?
I'm curious to see what might be in there. There might be something worth salvaging in there.
Our second
I
dungeon
bet
crawl.
I bet it's going to be dangerous.
How you getting in?
I got a rope ladder.
You do have a rope ladder. Yeah,
We've got a rope ladder,
great. Down
and I guess we'll climb down.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's basically looks like a fallout bunker. There's like a large central room. I think there's the shaft you come down into. There's a large fan that clearly has not moved in a very long time, and you can kind of like drop down this central chamber off the rope ladder. There are a lot of overgrown cockroaches, dead ones, flipped on their backs, a foot or two long. It smells not great. There are who's going first?
Well, I'll go first.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I thought doesn't autocar usually go?
I was going to say we'll bring Autocar with us, but I think I want to. I'm gonna poke around.
Yeah. Any blue jumpsuits lying about?
Possibly.
I think usually me and autocar's up front for the brute, and I'm usually up front for the diplomacy.
That's right.
I'm curious. I'm looking to see if there's there's like machinery or things that we can try to like maybe possibly bring power back up.
As
or
you
like find a map or find a storeroom, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you definitely need to like either like go slowly and pick your way through, or lay out more rope because it is slanted at like a good like 20-degree angle.
Okay.
Not impossible to get around, just awkward.
Okay.
Let me get an agility check from you, whoever's in front.
Agility.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not my strong suit. Uh, sheet up. Oh,
Just
that's
looking
the
for an
wrong-
Well,
11.
maybe you shouldn't be spelunking.
Yeah, well, my skills come into play here.
I don't
I
know.
do have a salvage skill.
No, I don't think that's gonna.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll just roll.
Yeah, just looking for an 11.
Okay, well, I roll a
Fantastic.
16 on the die, plus my agility is a 16.
Great, great. Um, yeah, so you're able to, awkwardly but safely pick your way through these. It's not huge, and once you get to a certain point, like the rooms are kind of filled up at an angle with water, and like silt and sand and stuff. Um, the only life down here seems to be these like floating jellyfish kind of things. I think you've seen them before. They kind of float through the air. They don't seem to be particularly hostile, and individually, they're not a lot of trouble. Um, if at some point they were to swarm you, it would probably be really unpleasant, but you're able to like get around well enough that you're not like bumping into them or whatever.
Yeah, we'll try to avoid them. And yeah, I'm looking around to see if there's anything valuable here.
Yeah. There's old tins of preserved food. There's a few old like mechanical, like old tech gewgaws. Um, it looks like this place has been picked over a bit.
Okay.
Um, how long do you want to spend?
I was gonna say, does my salvage skill come into play now?
Yes, it will. In fact, why don't you, since you're a skilled salvager, right?
Yep, I do have that
Um,
skill.
yeah. Um, how long do you want to? There is plenty of stuff you could stuff into sacks and take out. The question is, how long do you want to take doing that?
I was thinking a few hours. I don't know. I was thinking, probably probably like a few hours if we find valuable stuff that's worth selling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Give me a 2d6. I'll take the higher one.
2d6.
Yeah.
Set up an assembly line going up the ladder, pass stuff up.
And the 2d6, I rolled a 1 and a 6.
Great.
Hey, both
Um,
into the spectrum.
Yeah, there's some good stuff here. There's some good stuff here. Can I get that? Yeah, you can do fantastic. You can get about a sack worth of old stuff. You estimate it at around 600 cash per sack.
Ooh.
Old cool stuff.
There's definitely more if you want to spend more time. You can probably get about that much per day.
And it was how much? It was 600 per sack, you said?
600 per sack, yeah. So you can get a sack per day, basically.
So collectively we can get a sack per day.
Yeah.
600 per day. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, actually.
Might behoove us to.
Want to spend? I don't know. Want to spend? I don't know. Want to spend like 3 or 4 days
I
or longer,
mean,
or
should we make it a nice even week?
spend a week? Want to spend a week poking through here collecting stuff?
Sure.
Well, wait, how much?
Give me
Yeah, it's one stack, right?
give me
What's that?
another 2d6 and take the highest.
Another 2d6?
Yeah.
I got a 2 and a 3 this time, so 3 is the high.
Cool. You can get there's about 3 days worth of salary.
There's 3 days worth of stuff. Okay. We'll spend 3 days then and get
Yeah.
Great.
Definitely worth milking that.
Yeah.
so we got 3 sacks of
Old cool shit.
Old cool shit.
So Aderon would like to begin the process of playing with shapeshifting a little bit here.
Mm.
And although
Easy. Don't hurt yourself.
and he's going to, or they are going to, attempt to explore in the rooms that are underwater,
Ooh, yeah. Um, they
which they will drag Skelly along with them. Skelly doesn't need air.
the they're not dissimilar from the other rooms. They're like basically it's most like storage spaces, sleeping areas, one or two communal gathering places. The things you're pulling out are like old like tinned food, old pieces of media probably.
Right.
Underwater, kind of the same, only like wet and just like full of silt and sand. You can
Okay.
still like push your way through there, but there's not much else beyond
Not much else.
what you
Okay.
find there.
Is there, Albanegro will check in the drier areas to see if they had an onboard basically a computer system that, like an internal computer system cut off from the rest of the world.
Not really. It seems to be like just this like stone structure.
Gotcha.
Looks like again like a fallout shelter.
Yeah.
It was like whoever built it to get in, stay in until whatever happened blew over and then get out.
Right. Do we find any bodies or anything, or is it just the shelter?
There are no bodies, strangely enough, in here.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I guess once we spent 3 days, 3 days looting the joint, basically. Yeah, I guess it's time to like gather up our stuff and move on once we've done, unless folks have other things they want to do in this smelly, wet, slanted fallout shelter.
It is not pleasant, that's for sure.
I mean, if we've got a couple of more days before we complete our week, we could do some of the other things.
Yeah, I mean you're at plus 11 right now, so we'll take the extra week on the way to the palace.
Okay. You
Yeah.
want to take another? Yeah. So how far away were the other two things that we heard of? Do we want to do one more here and then maybe move on, or?
Yeah, the screaming wizards are a day away, and the mushroom hall is 3 days away.
Does the
Check out the
close one
Screaming
sound good,
Wizards.
folks? Screaming
Which one?
Wizards?
Yeah.
The closer one, the Screaming Wizards?
Yeah, for sure.
Screaming wizard it is then. Yeah,
Aderon will join them in chorus.
Great. Probably best to camp out here. It's pretty safe, and then head out the next day. Back, you're into the forest part, off the trails, trying not to get enamored by the shifting lights. And it's not too difficult to find where you're going for, because you hear them before you see them. It is a grove of these prismatic trees. They don't look particularly special. It just happens to be this one that these wizards have been stuck in. You hear them kind of gurgling. They lied to us. There's like a hand sticking out here, like a rib cage on one of the trees, half of a head. All of them real gross. Since we have an expert traveler with us, I don't think there's going to be any role for this. It is. I think Modon does recognize this before anyone else. Over the voices, which are constant, but kind of fade into the. It's just the normal noise after a while. You hear something large moving through the trees. And I think you can safely see in the grove a large tumor with
Not a tumor.
these sharp legs, kind of gingerly like picking its way through the trees. Looks like it's kind of tending to them. It's got, I mean, I'm gonna give you a picture again because this is real gross. Sharp little legs. There are faces in it apparently as well. Yeah, there's like big tumor tree. It's kind of like biometallic. There's moss all over it. It's got these sharp mechanical legs. And it kind of like disgorges some sort of liquid onto the body parts slash trees. Maybe that's why they're gurgling, because they're trying to talk through this liquid.
Those spindly legs almost look like they're
They
blades.
do, don't they? It is quite large. This is like a tree size. This is probably 25-ish feet tall.
Whoa.
Those sharp bits on the end of the legs are probably as long as you are tall. It doesn't seem to register your presence from where you are much. But it is slow moving, methodical. Just kind of, yeah, it looks like it's just taking care of the dudes in the trees. What would you like
Could we talk to this without involving the caravan?
without involving what?
The caravan.
Sure, if someone wants to.
This is
Someone wants to
Adron
lead the caravan away.
Yeah.
because Adron's very curious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're welcome.
I think Phaedra is to a certain extent as well, although that is laced with a whole lot of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm real ready to pull that radiation gun out when necessary.
The other thing is Albanegra will take to the air,
Mm-hmm.
just to sort of fly over the situation. And she will have her crystal rod mounted.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
got Alba Negra on the Weathercopter 4 above the
Yeah.
caravan.
Philly is certainly.
Just be wary of random be wary of random bits of stuck force floating through the air. That's why
Oh, God.
that's why flying can be a problem.
That is true. Great. Tell me about your approach.
So Adron's just gonna walk very slowly and carefully in front of the faces, and pull out their teacup, make some tea, take a sip, and then basically just gradually get closer to the thing to see if it acknowledges them.
Yeah. Let me get a charisma roll first.
Wrong character doing this.
And you know what? Add your tea on there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 13.
Great. 13. Okay. It takes a while before it acknowledges you. And it still continues to tend to the screaming wizards, while one of the faces, eyes flick open. It's just the flat whites. And it screams.
Okay.
Are you a human?
Suggest saying no.
I am a created being.
What created you? And this is like screaming in your face,
Yeah.
which I will not do.
Adron's used to screaming.
It's true.
That's true.
This ain't, you think you're screaming, this ain't screaming.
Yeah, right. Amateur. Um, I do not know. This body is new. It was created in a factory.
Are you a gift to the slow lords?
We're the slow lords.
I am dedicated to one who has screamed for centuries. So I may not be a gift to another, but is there some service or function I can do for the slow lords without violating my current status?
And I think it just closes its eyes and moves on. The trees.
So Aderon's going to look in the noosphere.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think there's much difference. It doesn't have a lot of spirit to it.
Right.
It's not that it's like a golem or machine, but it's basically like it has the noospheric fingerprint of a tree, basically. Like it has some sort of intelligent purpose. Those faces are like wizards that it has attached to itself, probably.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
but it is like someone fucked up a tree real bad.
Right. Um,
And while this is happening, like the wizards in the trees like continue like screaming and like pleading to be saved, and they're sorry they didn't know it, like cursing you, like the entire range of human emotion. um
Other than anything pleasant or happy.
yeah, maybe a little bit here and there, just for they don't know any better.
But they're like cursing and they're ruining and they
Mhm.
do not A, they don't sound very happy, and B, do they sound like they were nice people to begin with, or hard to say.
Who is there? Are there any nice wizards? Who knows?
Hey. Hey, I resemble that remark.
Um,
so
do you like try to talk to any of them?
Like, you know,
Yeah, I mean, they don't seem very receptive, but you can definitely give it a
I'm
shot.
going to try. I'm going to try talking with one of these wizards that's trapped in one of the trees once the tumor thing wanders off.
Yeah, there's enough area that like it
I'm going to avoid that
right.
thing because,
Mhm.
It's
yeah,
like
I don't want to
a
tangle
couple
with that.
hundred feet across area it tends, so it's large enough to
So,
avoid.
yeah, like one that's like close to the edge.
Mhm.
Like if there's like, like kind of like half a face that's like screaming or cursing or whatnot, I will attempt to address it and I will try to talk to it.
Yeah. Give me a
Hello.
test.
What's that?
Charisma test.
Charisma test?
Yeah, looking for 7.
Charisma test. Looking for a 7. Okay. Uh,
Everybody but the one with the pleasant qualities.
I was going to try to talk wizard stuff, but okay.
Go for it.
Does wizard
Honestly,
come into
I
play
think
here since I'm going to take a wizardly approach if these
No,
are no?
straight up
Okay.
charisma.
Straight up
I'll do
charisma.
no
Okay.
camaraderie between wizards.
Okay. Well, I'll roll it. I rolled a 2 on the dice, plus 2 is a 4.
Woohoo! Looking for a 7.
See,
Which
can't give him the secret wizard handshake.
yeah, it does not change its screaming with a 4.
Aderon is
Well,
going to tune into the Gallgrass's calming presence
Hmm.
and see, and then walk up to a tree, like away from the tender, just because I don't want them to get upset. But I'm just gonna see if I can extend some calm into a tree.
Hmm.
The Gallgrass is very far away at this point.
Yeah, yeah, this is more
There's a whisper of
Adoran's.
it you can get, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm not. It's
Uh,
more Adoran's learning from the Gallgrass per se.
yeah. Um, so you're trying to like extend that calm to one of the wizards.
Y- Yeah.
Cool. Let me get a charisma test from you.
Okay. And D20?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're only looking for a 7.
Oh,
That's right.
No.
that tree hates you, man.
Ooh, that one. Oof.
Roll me a D8.
Sure. Sounds like fun. 5.
Oh, jeez.
Family.
So the wizard like doesn't stop its screaming, but directs it at you. Um, and you can tell it's trying to communicate something to you. Not being a um, not being a wizard, it sounds like a lot of gobbledygook to you. I think Fated, maybe you can overhear some of this, and it's definitely implanting some power into Aderon. And I think you
Ooh.
involuntarily find yourself repeating some of it. Um, and as you do, you hear the wizards embedded in the trees around you start to speak with your voice, screaming things that come from your memories.
Ooh.
What
Nothing good about any of this.
Nope. Nothing good at this at all. Might be time to get the hell out of here.
what do you hear that you don't remember?
Oh. So what Aderon hears that they don't remember is somebody saying something about we need to get this information back to the Spectrum Palace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And there's a lot of screaming memories around that incident. Um,
And this is right before Aderon was attacked in
yeah.
the city.
Mhm.
Yeah. And a lot of it is incomprehensible, but you do pick up bits and pieces, and it does sound like um, whoever it sounds like someone was hurt, um, killed maybe, um, and whatever happened, they basically stashed you in something that you were not.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Um, roll me a d6.
4.
Um, your 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 thought is going to go down to 0 until it heals.
Okay.
Oh
Your
no.
your brain is kind of like splintered and shattered a little bit. A lot of your memories have been transmitted to the wizards here, and it might take some rest to sort of get yourself back together.
Um, Aderon basically stays stuck to the tree until somebody comes along and pulls them off. And then um, From that point on, they're going to walk around and drool quite a bit, and Admiral will keep asking, "Are you me? Are you me?"
And it will echo it back to you.
Wow.
Kelly, you're a wizard. Do you
So
want to try and talk to a wizard?
I was going to say I was going to say so I got a 4. Can I throw a hero die on that to try to bring that up to a 7?
Sure, yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm going to spin a hero. I'm going to spin a hero die.
Hmm.
And geez, the dice just hate me tonight.
Maybe
Roll a 1. Okay,
I
Maybe
feel
so
what
like
I'll
all
do
night has been
5.
either maximum dice or minimum dice. That's all we're rolling
Yeah.
today.
maybe
Okay, I'm at
I can.
5.
I was thinking I could come up with Phaedra, and maybe we could tackle this together, and I'll provide a hero dice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're both wizards. Maybe we can
We
figure
are both
something out.
wizards.
Are both wizards, yeah.
Putting our noggins together. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Can one of you roll me a d8?
I'm almost afraid to, given how well I've rolled so far tonight.
I'll give it a roll. I'll give it a roll.
Go for it.
2.
Great.
Is
Oh.
it?
So the wizards begin the game recognized game. They're like, great, here's some wizards. We need to impart some wisdom onto you before the screaming sets back in. You can accept this or not since you passed your test. They will give you the secret to seeing in the dark at a price.
Oh, but we can't know what the price is
Correct.
ahead of time. Secret to seeing in the dark.
Ooh, that is tempting. I'd like to know what the price is. I don't think
the wizard name is like Burning Sight.
Burning Sight. I wonder if that's a clue. I don't
I don't have eyes.
I'm not going to take that deal. Skelly, do you want to be able to see in the dark?
No deal.
Why? Let's give it a shot. Okay.
Cool.
I'll take the deal.
Great. The old tech starts burning itself, inscribing itself onto the inside of your skull. Yeah, take the power burning eyes.
Okay.
Throw that
Where
in.
can I put powers? Powers take up as item slots, right?
Traits or items?
This one should be.
They take that would be traits, I think.
Yeah.
Or spells usually, yeah.
They can actually be either.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have space on traits, so. What was it called, sorry?
Burning eyes.
Burning eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
So you will be able to see in the dark, but since it is daytime now, when the sun hits your eyes, they burn, or your eye sockets, I guess. They burn. I'll add that as well.
Oh, gross. Okay.
And I think in your case, like it literally, like your eyes start to like glow red in the sunlight, and it is very painful.
Ooh, we need to get you some sunglasses.
Sunglasses for sure.
Goggles. Welding goggles.
Yeah, exactly. That was
some goggles. Yeah.
Modon, you want to talk to a wizard?
I do. I feel like after watching everyone else, I'm like, look, this fucking well, now that everyone except the one who's meant to do this. Now, of course, now watch me totally fuck it up. I'm like, this is where I excel. I'm like, I think I'll kind of step in.
Yeah.
My friends, I know you're in pain, but leave me and you no harm. What am I giving you a roll of?
Easy charisma test. Looking for something.
Charisma test.
Would pleasant help there?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for.
No.
What?
No.
That's my whole thing.
I know.
It's the first time I'm meeting them. When else is this coming to play?
They are reacting well to you. It's just
12.
that
So that's a
keep it together.
12. Wait, 9, 10,
12.
11, 12.
Ooh,
Well, you said charisma, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 12.
Yeah. I'm just looking for a 7.
you actually made it.
Give me a D8.
A 6.
A 6. Ooh.
They don't even care that I'm pleasant.
Yeah. They begin they accept you as a vessel for their knowledge, and they will tell you how to immediately gain a skill.
Whoa.
Would you like to accept that power?
Is
At
at
a
a
cost.
cost.
Not for you.
Oh.
It looks like you are full up on traits though, so it's going to be a burden.
Oh,
And I say, unless I wanted to, I could always drop something if I wanted to, though, right?
Yeah.
Now we're at the point where I don't know if there's much I want to drop, but although
Do
much,
for the wizard.
I was gonna say I almost really don't really need Seal of Hashun because it's the same thing Phaedra has.
It's true. Does the magic technical knowledge overwrite the seal of Hashun?
That would be cool.
I mean, I think it might because that's also, if I remember correctly, that's what I got at the end of the secret handshake quest, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
Out of all that stuff. So, I mean, it kind of made, yeah, I'd say that makes sense, especially since I've never used it either. So it's like right now I theoretically know this thing that I've never tried. And maybe I just suddenly go, I don't remember what I learned.
Great. Let's replace it with chew.
Spelled how?
CHEW.
Okay, just like that. Okay. Uh, which is, wait, what now? Let me edit my note.
There we go. I just edited your note for you.
Oh, you edited my note. Thank you.
And the wizard describes in great detail the delicacies within the skulls of the and how you can acquire any skill that anyone has simply by tasting their brains.
I have a feeling I'll be dropping this skill for something else down the road, but for the moment, I'll at least keep the knowledge and be like,
yeah,
this is an interesting thing I know.
delicious and disgusting knowledge. And with that, let's take a break.
I can almost taste brain. Weird.
Let's come back at 40.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of delicious brains to be had.
I mean,
Tasty brains.
it is good to understand other points of view.
True.
And before this
Like
encounter, had you tried to explain to me why eating someone's brain was a good thing, I probably would have just dismissed you out of hand.
But now you know.
Now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna eat a brain, but I see where you're coming from.
well, and can you eat brains of other species? Like,
I mean, for science.
like what does mouse brain taste like?
Right?
What skills does it give you?
And then will I know how to secure tasty cheese from traps?
Mhm.
If there's a lot of questions.
I mean, what counts as a brain even? Would you know, like
Right?
a neural net count as a brain?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of questions
The
to
key
be.
thing is it is
Oh shit, Mike's getting a cocktail. He's getting fancy over there.
I was really, really, really craving an amaretto sour all day, so I made myself
There
one.
you go.
Well, I'm gonna just take a sip of my Diet Mountain Dew. I'm fancy too.
I've got water with iced
Oh.
tea flavor in it.
I've got hot water.
Alrighty. I think that's
Jill, did you bring
all
tea?
we do with the wizards. So we can either move on to the Spectrum Palace or check out those mushrooms. What do you feel like doing?
I'm thinking it might be time to head to the Spectrum Palace.
There's more brains there. I mean, more
Crystals.
things, experiences to be had there.
All right.
Experiences to be consumed. I mean, experienced.
This is going to be a 2-week trip then.
Okay.
Let's take our supplies. And who is our next misfortune roller?
Oh, Aderon is.
You're a little too excited to roll that.
Oh, yeah.
See what we get.
Aw, that's not exciting at all.
Oh, stars.
You're safe.
So leaving the prismatic forests and entering the plains of the Spectrum Satraps proper. It's again the mist as you go west lingers longer and longer through the day. Sun doesn't even start popping through it until 1 in the afternoon. There's no rain in this area, but it is like foggy and misty. Like the morning, you got that sort of like graveyard mist coming out of all the little crevasses and whatnot of the low regular hills. Travel wise, feels pretty safe in general. There's not really marauding bones or bandits or water people or the satraps seem to keep this area pretty well, more or less patrolled. There's definitely exceptions though, but the skies are very clear at night. You can see the stars really well, and to the west, definitely the it looks like a laser light show over the horizon, pretty much. But yeah, it's relatively cool and peaceful. Let's see what kind of encounters we have. Great. Yeah, and through the even in the daytime, there are the sort of light in the sky. It's not the same as the weird like sharp stuff from the silicon trees. But every once in a while you see these giant they look like big like flying manta rays, probably like 20-30 feet across. It's hard to tell. They look like they're made completely out of light, like chasing after something in the sky. Every once in a while they'll like swoop down and just kind of like hover above you and kind of regard you and then swoop away.
So Alba Negra would like to fly up on Fluffy and interact with them.
Yes. I need a reaction roll. Yeah, give me a charisma roll.
Oh, one of my favorite things for Alba Negra. Not for Aderon, but
ooh, yeah.
Explodey.
Another one. Hit me again.
Nope.
That's like the third or fourth roll that's exploded
So that's
this
a
session.
27 plus 5 is a
32.
32.
Great.
From Dallas Dice Roller.
Yeah, I'm redoing that.
Yeah, a few of these start flying in formation with you. They are much larger than Fluffy.
Y'all putting on a show now.
Majestic though. It's like swimming with what's between a dolphin and a whale. Beluga. It's like swimming with a beluga. Only a lot more dangerous looking, but not feeling. They seem like they are like very attentive, I guess. They're very cognizant of your space.
Right.
They'll stay a good 15-20 feet away from you, but they're friendly, I guess. Not friendly, but they're not attacking you.
Yeah.
And they make a cool like you know those like whistles that you like spin around on a rope noise? They make that kind of noise as they like go by.
Okay.
I would like, I think Modon, he's riding Bashika, pulls up next to Triskelly.
Hmm.
And I was like, Skelly, I just thought of something, being the expert traveler that I am. Well, and I pull out of my traveler's bag some snow goggles.
Hey, there you go.
I'm like, I think these might help your newfound problem. We haven't encountered any snow, so I've got to have them in here.
Are those the ones with the tiny slits?
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't know if that was the only model of snow goggles, or if they also just had, shading or whatever.
I like going through the slit. That's really cool. You can like see the red glow of the eyes through them.
Yeah.
Pylon.
Double Cylon.
Doubles. Right, yeah. I was just thinking of I was thinking in the meanwhile, Skelly's, well, first of all, well, thank you, Bodan. That's very kindly of you. When it's daytime, we'll see if it helps. And I was actually thinking, I grabbed a couple of those wine-colored pebbles from the wine river, and I was actually thinking of like maybe I can use some magic to fashion some pupils for myself. Set them in my eye sockets.
Floating there.
Yeah, just floating there, and then if they glow with the heat of the sun, then it really would be a style.
It would help you, at least if nothing else, be more expressive.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't have eyebrows, but at least
it'd make human people more comfortable to at least be able to look into some eyes.
Right, like be able to tell if I'm actually looking at them or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking directionality.
Yeah.
Great. If folks want to rest, you can recover your missing life or completely recover one of your stats that has been knocked down by crazy wizards.
I think Adron should enter the Spectrum Palace still confused, so I am not going to do that.
All right. And yeah, you can take a camp action here if you want. Forage, care, study, hide, or ambush.
Try to complete these bee nights.
Go for it.
I'm so close. So close to having my swarm of bee nights.
What's your new angle on study?
Well, the last one went well, so I'm obviously on the right track. And so I think what I've been doing now is just kind of whenever there's some downtime or camping or just riding along, I've been like trying to tell them stories, maybe read to them from history, sing little songs to them, just trying to, like you would a child, trying to fill their brain with helpful knowledge, or
You eat them to see what it's like?
No, I mean these beans, I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of times, especially lately.
Specifically for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, beans look even tastier, but no, these beans are meant to be beans, beans.
Little delicious brains.
They don't really have brains, kind of. Well, I guess they have something equating to a brain.
One way to
It's
find
all
out.
very philosophical. So this is another thought roll, is that right?
Another thought roll. Yep.
Feels like the Dark Urge playthrough BG3 or something.
That's a 10 to start out with, which I'm guessing isn't
12.
Well, then we're gonna hero dice this going up because this is my pet project. I'm excited. It's almost done. So 7, 8, 9, 10, and a 5. We'll do it.
There
15.
goes.
I've got a swarm of bee knights.
You got your bee knights. How do they behave? What do they sound like?
I think that they do kind of operate like a hive mind a bit, as opposed to like, they're not each one like a little individual being. They sort of operate, like ants or bees. And I do think it's like it's a fine. I understand it like I understand any language. Like I understand it as communication, what as basic as it can be. But I think to everyone else, it just kind of sounds like and I'm like, yeah, did you hear what they said? They just said,
Can I understand that since I'm skilled at languages?
I think this is a language that you do not have knowledge of. You could probably piece it together after a while.
Yeah, don't know that this one has been in existence before this very moment.
So you have inadvertently given Albanegra a reason to try a botanist learning role because she's going to study your beans.
They're unlike any beans that have ever grown before.
Yes.
And I make it, by the way, please everyone be aware, these
I
beans
got a
are
20.
These beans are not for
Ooh.
eating. Not for eating.
29 total.
29 total.
From
Dang.
Albanegra.
Well,
Oh, man.
that will get you a success and a new trait. I think Albanegra learns the bean language then. I think that's, bean community.
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know how surprising it is, but I think
burden on her though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand the Beanites?
Yeah, but hold on just a second. She is out of slots, but I do have hive mind at 1 of 3. Is it possible that I learned to connect to them mentally?
Yeah, let's do that.
That totally makes sense.
So I will have bean hive mind.
Bean hive mind.
Now, I'm curious how these bean knights would react to their non-uplifted brethren being
boiled and put into a taco.
Who would do that?
Monsters.
Well, for what it's worth, not that this they're their own beings now, but my frame of mind in all these experiments as I was developing all this was always that regular beings exist to be eaten. And so they're not sentient, but if they were, they would not mind. Like this is in case the frame of mind of the creator comes into play.
They're fulfilling their purpose.
Yes, like beans are meant to be eaten.
Okay, so Dr. Frankenstein.
I would hope that the Beanites would be happy anytime people eat beans. Like, yay, they're enjoying beans.
Dr. Frankenbeans.
As long as they don't enjoy the Beanites.
Dr. Frankenbeans.
Yeah. That's it. Dr. Frankenbeans. You know now that so Albanegra will be so Albanegra is going to mix up some drugs for them so that they can trip. I'm not joking. Because she can communicate with them, she's like, "Oh, try this one. Try this experience."
The trippy beans.
Awesome. How about Phaedra and Skelly?
I think I'd like to do some more target practice.
Mm-hmm.
Not at the beans.
Not at the beans. Nope.
Tell me how you're training.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of we're like, we're still not in the palace, but we're still like, camping. I think just sets up a bunch of targets, like miscellaneous oddball things, and he's just trying to improve his skill with a firearm.
All right, that's gonna be agility then.
Okay. And I'm looking for a 12.
I think Modon, having been trained in fighter, to be trying to help you out again. Just
sure.
What the pointers I picked up in my training.
Well, I got a 9. Need 3. Yeah, but yeah, with Modon's help. Yeah, I'm gonna blow my last hero die and hope I get a 3. Nope.
Well then I'll throw one in since I'm helping you.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll roll better than you.
Yeah, I need a 2.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
I'm like, no, 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 no. You're holding your breath. You got to keep breathing naturally when you're
Keeps.
shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, there's your success.
Yay.
Into it. You are a skilled marksman.
Yay. So when I shoot a gun, I'm now at +3 instead of +0.
That will help.
That will help a lot, actually.
What is Skelly up to?
I think like having in such a short period of time, having encountered so much like degrees of life and unlife. Sorry, one second. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, with so much like life and unlife, like with the Bean Knights and the Wizards and all of that sort of stuff. Um, I think it's helping Skelly understand like the process of life and death a lot more, and is gonna try to study some more of that necromancy skill.
And let's do it. It's gonna be a thought roll.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're ever
18.
performing any necromancy and you find you don't need a brain that came with the body,
Well, I mean, it's still I'm still all theoretical here. I haven't yet actually raised dead or transferred spirits or otherwise. But by the time I get there, I will be well versed in the
Ready.
theory behind it.
Cool. That's your success right there. Cool. Are we
Maybe
back?
I will. I'll be able to raise something more than one of those mindless zombie types.
Are we back around to the next week?
I think we are.
Righty. That will take us into Old Second 3. Who would like to do our misfortune roll?
I haven't done it yet, so I guess it's up to me, and I hope I roll better than I've been rolling. That's 11.
An 11. Great. So as you get closer to the palace, and if folks don't have an image of it, allow me to give you one. As you get closer to where the palace is, the light show becomes much more apparent. And in fact, on this day, as you get closer, it seems like there's like a rain of these like it was like scarves. There's like these membranes that kind of fall from the sky. Not huge, but they do. It looks like they're organic, and it's almost like they're feeding off the light. It makes it, it's not regular rain clearly, but like this has the effect of bad weather. You can choose to lose a day of travel or make a difficult test to avoid injury traveling here. Would you like to press on or slow down and take it easy?
I would be inclined to slow down and take it easy, but I'll go with majority rule here.
if we can afford to, that seems like our way
Yeah, you're Old Second 3
to
plus.
be careful.
So an extra day will get you an extra month, but you're good for now.
That's some crazy math.
Crazy math.
Extra day will get you an extra month, which will get you an extra year.
It's that rubber banding time. Okay, who do we have here? And you're probably a couple days out from the palace. How far away are they? Yeah, off the road. It looks like a smaller version of the light show, but you can tell it is actually light reflecting off of people, question mark. how many? There's about 6 of them, half dozen of them. They seem to be alternating, like stooping down on at the ground, doing something, grubbing around, and then kind of like jumping up and raising their arms up. And instead of where they would be yelling normally, these beams of light shoot from their heads into the sky. They don't seem to notice you yet. Would you like to do anything?
Say that again. These are the beings.
Yeah, yeah. What do these beings look like again? I didn't
They
quite
look like
catch that.
they're kind of far away, so they're person shaped. But occasionally beams of different colored lights will shoot out of their heads into the sky. They're like doing stuff on the ground, and then they'll like jump up and like, and they're a little frantic, maybe.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing. Well, you know, we consult the caravan, but I'm guessing our standard approach would be to like approach carefully.
Yeah, and they're off the
Within-
road, so if you want to go by them, you can. But yeah,
But I mean,
you're welcome to approach.
I'm curious. Me would like to greet them.
I
and
am
see what's
I
up.
am also curious as to who these people are and what they are doing.
Yes. Great. Are you're gonna come apart from the caravan?
I think so, yeah. Modon, you and I are coming. Anyone else going?
I feel like no, maybe I'm trying to decide if Autocar would come or if he would stay and guard the caravan.
Why don't we leave him to guard the caravan?
Yeah.
I think we can,
He'll go with the caravan.
this is,
All
we just
the
want to
neighbor
talk.
will come with you,
Okay.
actually. She has questions.
Great.
She will carry a gun.
When you get within like closer than shouting distance, I guess, you see one of them like turn their face to you, and their face is just a big crystal, and point and kind of like hit the other ones, and they just start running towards you. What would you like to do?
They are running. They're like running toward us. I mean, do they have weapons brandished? Do they,
So
I
they
mean,
have
are
like
they,
these like cloaks on. Their like hoods are peeled back. Their heads are like big crystals, basically.
Like in that picture.
They have some like sacks that they're holding. They don't seem to have weapons, but they do seem aggressive.
I think I'm gonna shout at them, and say like, "Hey, we mean you. We don't mean harm, but you need to stop, or we'll
Yeah.
defend ourselves."
I'm like, hey, hail friends here. That's it. Hold on there. Slow your roll.
The voices ring out, and it's like breaking glass. And the best you can make out is that like they're ours. And who's up front?
Usually me. I mean, I think there's only 3 of us, so I guess we're kind of all.
Yeah.
I would think
Let me
because only 3 of us win, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They said they're ours. They're ours.
They're ours. And one of them, their head kind of like glows, and this crimson beam of light shoots towards, narrowly missing Modon. And
Shit.
the other one's powering up. What do you do?
How many of them are there?
Half a dozen.
I'm thinking it's time to break out a spell.
Ooh.
Can you, I don't know what the capabilities of your spell are, but could you entangle them in goo so they can't follow us?
That's kind of what I was thinking of doing.
I wasn't sure what your goo could do.
I will read it. Let me read the spell. Ectoplasmic entanglement.
Oh, there you go.
You pull a circular net of sticky ectoplasm out of the noosphere, entangling anything that had been in the area. Trapped creature can't move or fight, but can break free by succeeding at a strength check, blah, blah, blah. The strands are flammable. Setting them alight burns them away in one round, dealing 2d4 damage to anyone caught in it. And you can overcharge to double the diameter or make the strands extra flammable so they do more damage when you light them on fire. There's half a dozen of them. Are they like are they like basically within 30 feet of each other?
Together, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to cast ectoplasmic entanglement on them.
Great.
I'm going to watch.
Let me get a
this
charisma roll, I guess.
Charisma. Okay.
I guess, is this old tech or is this psychomagic?
This is psychomagic.
Okay, great. Charisma it is then.
Okay, charisma, and I'm gonna add wizard.
Oh yeah. Just looking for 11. You should be
looking for 11. Okay, well I'm at +8, so I don't know. I've been rolling pretty bad, but let's see what happens. I rolled a 3 +8 is 11.
You did it.
Woo!
You did it. So
I was gonna say I only have a 10% chance of failure, but hey, that's still 10%.
And that was the standard level you were doing?
Yeah, I was doing it standard level.
Great.
That's gonna cost me 4 life.
There. But yeah, so do you like pull the strands out of the air and then throw them, or do you like kind of like pull them out around where they are?
I think I'm pulling them out of the noosphere around where I want the webs to be. So so basically I'm timing, I'm trying to time them as they're moving, and that's when I pull the ectoplasmic threads kind of like out of the air, filling this, filling the region.
Nice.
And then once they're in the real world, they just kind of like collapse down on whoever's there, just kind of like sticking them in place.
Nice. Yeah, they get entangled, they fall down on the ground, they're writhing, yelling, and beams of light start shooting off, setting the webs on fire. They are burned quite badly.
It does some damage. So you want me to roll that?
I just rolled it. It does a lot of damage to them. They are hurt quite badly. Let me make
I wasn't planning on lighting that on fire, but
yep.
Hey, what you're doing
had too much. I think they like still sticky, still smoldering, just kind of like scatter.
Do they leave any of those bags they were carrying behind?
Yes, some of them do. 5 of them leave bags, and if you look in the bags, there are a bunch of mushrooms, pink mushrooms.
So these are 5 bags that they dropped, where they did, and I assume they didn't get all burned up, or this is what's left. Yeah, these are the ones that didn't get burned up.
Yeah, one of them got burned up.
We should have Albanegro take a look at these.
We got 5 sacks of
pink whistle mushrooms.
Oh, Albanegro, what do you make of these?
I think that I need some time to study them. That's what I make of them.
Well, if they seem valuable, let's take them. So that was.
Oh, we should take them.
We got 5 sacks of what kind of mushrooms?
Pink whistle, right? Is that what you said?
Pink whistle. Yes, they do. I think all American immediate, like they're uncommon and probably relatively valuable.
Do they whistle if I blow on them?
I think they're like shaped like little like curls like that. I don't think blowing on them is going to do anything. But
do you want to tell us how much they're worth base, or is that going to be something that we figure out? Like,
they're 75 base. You'll find that out eventually. Might as well put it in now.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And
well, this is cool.
Without further ado,
they weren't nice.
No, they were crystal-faced fanatics.
We were not going to take their mushrooms,
I mean, we
but
just wanted to talk. That we didn't want
yeah,
them to like. I didn't want. I wasn't intending to light them on fire and steal and take their
no,
stuff. But hey,
they charged us.
They
We were
may
hey,
have
just
this is
trying to
on
been
have
for
a
them.
those
friendly.
mushrooms already, in fact.
We were trying to be friendly, and they just wanted to like, I don't know, chop us into pieces and feed us to their mushrooms. I don't know.
Um,
Well, well, they paid for it with their mushrooms
they did.
and their outer skin.
So, um, the Spectrum Palace. Let me verify what we have here. There's a lot of stuff here. I had a good description to read. Where is it? The memoriam. That's what it is.
Oh, hey, Mark, real quick, just something I just realized.
Yeah.
I actually should still have another skill because I have one extra slot from that symbiote.
Yes, yes, that's right.
That's why I had a note in that slot that I just realized. So
Got it.
I've already forgotten the name of the skill I deleted though.
Ashun something.
Tunes
Oh yeah, thank you.
thing.
Yeah, Pesci was something.
Yeah, so sitting between two hills. I have another nice picture for you. Spectrum myth symbol complex. Sitting between these two hills as you approach is the Spectrum Palace. The actual palace itself is surprisingly small. It's like a kind of like a dull metal cylinder, like a drum-shaped building about 30 meters across, like maybe like 100 meters around. And the just kind of sitting between these two like ordinary looking hills. Um, there is it looks like there is only one entry into it, a single doorway of pitch black on its southern face. But as you've seen for the last few nights approaching it, every night there's a full spectrum aurora just awesomely dancing above it.
I was expecting this to be more like a city.
Yeah, yeah. This is the yeah, this is the palace itself. There are folks camped around it. Sleeping outside under the aurora is difficult just because of its dazzling nature. There are sort of outbuildings people camp in. It almost seems like they ruins, like almost shadows of more imposing architecture that might have been there before. Um, but there are folks who have set up camp around. Um, they will rent out places to sleep more safely or more peacefully, I guess, in there for 20 cash a week. But yeah, there are folks outside, other caravans, more satraps than you've seen anywhere else. Yeah. What do you want to do approaching this place?
Well, um, I guess we'll just head to the visitor camps if there's no actual city here and just see. I mean, if that's okay with everyone else, that seems the logical thing to do is to go to the visitor camps and talk with the others and find out what there is to do and what, like, find out what there is to do and what there is to trade and like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That sound good to the rest of you?
Yeah. I mean, Alba Negra has she has questions to ask of somebody, but we got to start somewhere.
Let me give you a little bit more lay of land here. So there is nearby the camps. This is the place that gets rented out. It looks like it was an old museum. It's blue, like pastel living stone, maintained by some. They look like satraps, but I don't think they are actually satraps. There's some like crystal fungus fields nearby. There's the palace itself. Um, the two like you can pick up through chatter from the caravans and travelers around. One of the hills is called the Hill of Departure. It's the one on the left side of the palace as you approach it. There's goat trails. It's really brushy and scrubby. There's some like look like transmitter like antenna or something on the summit that kind of like might be involved in making the aurora. They're kind of like sparking and light shooting up there. On the other side, the Hill of Return. Again, kind of like rocky. There's a looks like the top is flat. Can't really see what's going on with it there. There's the little canyon in between the two hills. It's kind of like leveled out into like a kind of a flat yard. There's like wicker houses and smaller huts there. There's you see more of these crystal faced guys around that area. They don't seem to be as agitated as the ones you met on the road. And some of them have those big prismatic walkers that you see in that other picture there, like the big walkers with the big crystals on top. Between that yard and the camps that you're going to is like a series of like multicolored stuck force walls, little like mazy a little bit. There's steps going up the hills, and then there's the visitor camps. These are built into a bunch of kind of hodgepodge structures, clearly built into stuff that was there before. Again, kind of these, you can tell they're not satraps because they don't have the sort of same shape heads, I guess, and they have more arms than regular satraps. And they seem to be kind of like, I don't know about servants, but they seem to kind of maintain the area. And that's where a lot of the travelers and non-satrap caravans kind of hang out. Yeah. So where do you want to do stuff?
I'm thinking we probably want to bring the caravan to the visitor camps, and like, if they charge a fee, we'll pay it.
Yeah, I think at the camp there's no fee. It's just harder to sleep. And that would be endurance. If you want to do rest actions, that'll be an endurance test. But otherwise, would you like to do your free destination discovery?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who would like to make a D20 roll for that?
Do it. I'm a traveler.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Seems like a thing I'd be looking around for discoveries. Maybe I noticed something on my way in. A 10.
10.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. There are rumors of stuff around. People talking about what do they talk about? There's like somewhere nearby there's like a pyramid of some kind that's all gaudy. People talking about like immortals in the hills nearby. you hear a few caravans talking about an altar, and like you can almost hear the capital A when they're talking about it, but you don't really get any directions to anything. Yeah, so here you are at the Spectrum Palace.
We did it. Hey.
Did it.
Yeah, this is probably the last like quote normal unquote civilization that we're probably going to see. Before
We don't
we
even need to ask. We don't even need to ask them about Aderon anymore, do we?
No, yeah, we are. That was Plan B way back when.
Mhm.
Appealing to the council to reinstate him, but fuck y'all, we already did it.
So Alba Negra will see if she can find somebody, and she says, "Who is in charge? I need to speak to someone in charge."
Let me speak to your manager. Give me a charisma test. See if anyone
Sure.
is amenable to that. Should be fine.
I'd be at 22 or 24. Sorry.
4. That'll do it. Yeah, so skill about around, oh yeah, with a 24. Geez. So common knowledge in the camps is that the satraps are kind of not ruled over, but they have an executive committee basically of 5 kind of like not like princes single-minded, but they've got some sort of neural bonding going on. Five satraps. They rotate every 5 months. They are chosen randomly by in mythic fashion land, they'd be a seer for sure, but just some weirdo in the in the palace. But with a 24, I think you talk to your dragon definitely attracts attention. And there's a caravan of rainbow landers who are also traveling with a satrap. Unclear whether they're like a guide or they're just part of the gang or whatever, but they seem to be like just part of the caravan. They don't talk to you, but they do. The other folks in the caravan, mostly rainbow landers, talk about the actual leader of the satraps. And they can't verify because they have not been inside, but from what they understand from their friend, we'll call them 298 rehabilitation, that there is within the crystal something inside the palace, the memoriam. There is some sort of overarching presence. They call it the Empress, or the gaze of the memoriam. There's a lot of different ideas about what she or it is. Some say it's like an artificial creation of them to kind of run things. It could be, a demiurge trapped there to do their bidding. Could be a vial that has inserted itself there. A lot of rumors. Yeah, and to be taken to the council at least. it's probably not too difficult to get an audience. It might take time unless you have pressing business. But
since we have solved the Aderon problem, we didn't necessarily need to like find information about that, since Aderon has been more or less restored.
Have you seen the idiot? He's drooling.
Oh, that's right. You're still.
Well,
Oh, that's right. Aderon's
we
still.
can. That's temporary. I mean, he needs some rest and some tea.
You think he'll become a better idiot with rest and tea?
Fairly positive about that. I think his mind was just a little blown by whatever strange interaction we had in the woods.
With those.
I have business with them.
You have business. Okay.
I do. Should I bring the idiot with me, or should I just leave him to your tending?
I'm thinking maybe best to not, just so we don't, if there's anything weird about them knowing that he's a former satrap and is crystal in a body, and
that could prove problematic. Yes.
and he was not supposed to be reinstated according to satrap council, blah blah. Just
yeah, we say this in hushed tones.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is internal conversation.
Yes, let's not bring Aderon inside.
Just let him rest with some tea.
I was going to say maybe I'll stick out. Maybe if y'all want to go in, maybe I'll stay out with Aderon and see what I can do to try to help bring him back around to his senses.
Well, that'd be good. I can go in to help with my pleasantry.
Are you saying that I'm unpleasant?
No, I'm saying that I can help. It is my specialty.
Only that Modon is just more pleasant. That doesn't make you unpleasant.
Fine. Extrovert.
So visiting the palace?
Yeah, it's certainly Abenegra and Modon. I don't know if anybody else is.
Yeah, I think Phaedron's not going to. I think he's going to stay with the caravan and with Aderon. And yeah, I'll see what we can. I'll see what I can do to try to help Aderon
heal his thought.
Heal his thought issues.
What about Skelly?
I think Skelly's gonna go in. Kind of curious.
Right. Interesting. Great. So there's this a little bit ominous. The entryway is just this like black rectangle. You can't really see inside until you pass through it. But you do see people coming in and out, so that's clearly the way in. The first thing that you see is a large chamber. Judging from the outside, it seems like it must take up most of it. There are several satraps around, other travelers, conversations happening here and there. There is, yeah, I guess they're there. There are 5 satraps there, and they are gathered around, kind of facing outwards. Some of them are in conversation, some seem to just be waiting. But behind them is kind of, it's like it almost looks like an observation window, made of crystal, but it's unclear what it's looking down on, since it, from its position, seems like it would be like just on the outer wall of the palace building. The 5 satraps, one of them is has 6 arms and is in a hot pink spacesuit. One is another pink one, over like about 8 feet tall. There's another lumpy blue one, a duller green one. That suit looks more like skin than a spacesuit. It's less like bulky, and it looks like someone's wearing like a green like scuba suit almost. And then there's another one, has the characteristic satrap head, but it is like a pile of like like sticks and hoses, kind of like green garden hose. Um, Weird. Looks like a sea urchin almost. It's got the faceplate kind of like sitting in the middle. Um, what's your approach?
Which ones are not currently busy?
I think the ones that are not busy are um, the very tall pink one and the kind of more human looking green one.
Um, she will walk up to the more human-looking green one, bow. Is this where I talk to somebody important?
Um, the skin clearly, when you get closer to it, is some sort of plastic. It's also decorated with a bunch of skulls. Um, and it hard to tell with the face plate. Pulls itself up to its full height, which is normal human height, and like announces in the modulated voice that's kind of like modulated into like almost a chorus. It just says, "You have approached the most important satrap 160 dull, and you are."
My name is Alba Negra of the Redlands.
The Redlands, that must be quite fascinating. I'd love to hear more. No one ever tells me
It's
anything.
quite interesting. And I am here because one of your membership, whether intentionally or inadvertently, shared an illness with me. Or perhaps it's not an illness, and I wish to discover whether or not there is value in this transaction for me, or if it is something that I need to get repaired.
Um, it reaches out and puts its hands on either side of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And starts talking about uh, uh, devotion and enlightenment and resurrection and the true history and the return of the sun, and the Hakaba. And I think through the kind of babble, the thing he says more than once is ecstatic. Seems to be referring to the robed guys with the crystal heads. Um, and I think you can piece together through the kind of babbling he's doing, is that you are one of them.
Is this optional, or has the transaction already been completed?
And he pulls back and he says, "You have chosen to give your body and soul to the satrap enlightenment. Once your personality is entirely absorbed, you will be added to the memoriam and you will be restored bodily into the true history when the sun returns."
May one change one's choice?
And he looks, again, you can't see his expression, but from the body language, seems Like you just called him the worst name ever, and he is just crushed. And just is like, why are we not good enough for you? What did we ever
She
do
put
to you? Why would you reject such a gift? I wish that I were able to, but my form does not allow me.
she puts a hand at his shoulder to comfort him.
And he almost like winces away.
Not going so well. Uh, um, I have not completed my research yet. Is there time to complete my research before I become a member of the enlightened waiters on the sun?
I see that the transformation has not fully completed itself. I don't know anyone who would dare reject this honor. But there's always a way, I imagine. Do you wish to reject us? Reject me?
I would like to postpone my joining of knowledge until I have accomplished some personal goals. I have personal goals. You have heard of personal goals, yes?
Oh, of course. I have many. The spores have taken root in your head, though. I can tell, I can feel them. They're just about ready to burst out. Do you feel your personality crystallizing?
From my perspective, it feels more like my personality is fleeting and leaving.
Hmm.
It is going somewhere else. I talked with a bridge recently who seemed very pleased that I'd be joining it soon.
Well, I'm not knowledgeable enough to do anything about it. I just sit and wait and occasionally tell people what to do, but nobody listens to me.
What good advice do you have for me then?
Do you have access to the inside of your head? Perhaps a good
Possibly.
thing would do it.
I will consider that. Is there anything I can do for you?
For me?
Yes.
Why would anyone want to do anything for me? I'm just a dull satrap serving out my term until the months pass and I'm replaced by another.
You said, friend, that you have personal goals. Is there any way I can help you achieve them?
Goals, aspirations, of course.
Aspirations.
I await the return, as everyone else does. But I'm afraid that it will never come. Don't tell anyone I said so. I fear that the truth has been twisted. If there was any way to straighten it out, I don't know what I would do. Almost anything.
Is there some way I can help with this goal that is not a goal?
Find out the truth.
Find out the truth.
The truth is itself immutable and undying, much as we are. And when the first and the last have completed their journey and returned to us, then we will all be one with the truth, unless it's a lie.
Are you able to partake of any external materials? What we Redlanders call, for instance, eating or drinking or breathing.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Do you have a noospheric port?
Maybe.
Can I share an experience with you?
You can sure try.
She takes her new jack out, and if they have a nuclear port that she can plug into,
Um,
Shouldn't you buy a dinner first or something? Like, come on.
give me a thought roll. I'm curious to see what happens here.
what kind of roll?
Thought.
Thought. Okay. I don't have any thought bonuses for Alba Negra.
She's got one.
Does she?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, she does. Thank you. Okay. Dice roll. Oh,
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, so their suit is different than the others. And it does have several ports, which it seems to be pretty clueless about, but is actually the mood shifts moment to moment.
Yeah.
But when you catch him in the right mood, he's definitely amenable to you trying something. And indeed, the port slides in with a little click.
Okay.
What are you intending to do here?
Her main intention is to connect to us, create a new spheric space
Mm-hmm.
that is shared, and then she is going to take some powerful experiences that she's got stored up, and she's going to play them through herself for both of us.
Interesting. Um, when you connect noospherically, what you see is nothing like what you see on the outside. They
Mhm.
look like a small sun,
Oh,
burning with like a blinding green light. Um, but they're happy to share that experience with you.
okay.
And I think the light, as things take hold, cycles through a spectrum of colors, um, intensifying and dimming and pulsing in weird shapes. Um, but yeah, it's good.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing while this is happening?
Standing idly by watching it all, apparently. Like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
pleasant. Ah, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Did you want to talk? You want to talk with one of the other ones?
Yeah, you can
No,
talk
I was
to-
only here. I mean, Alban was the only one who had some specific business. I was just here to use my diplomatic skills if necessary. But
Who's the one with the skulls again?
that's the one he's
Oh, same one.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, 160 dull.
For I think Skelly will use out loud as like, for being the most important satrap here, sure doesn't seem to know much or be told very much.
The one with the hot pink one with 6 arms, I think breaks off from the Rainbow Lander he's like engaged in some sort of dealing with. Like the helmet turns towards you and says, "Don't mind, dull." He's moody. Sometimes he thinks he's a god, and sometimes he thinks he's a worm. It's just
well, I believe we all have the potential for both inside us.
Oh, you all have the potential for many things inside you. Did you? I don't mean to pressure you, but I noticed that your friend is on the path to becoming an ecstatic. Did you want to join her?
I don't know that I'm ready for that experience yet. I feel I still have more destinations on my path before the. I mean, that would be a pretty final phase. Yeah,
Of course,
right.
yes. It's only a matter of months, so.
But I'm honored to be considered even.
Well, did you come here only in support of your friend, or did you have something else that you wanted to
No,
add?
no, I was merely accompanying my friend. I tend to also be somewhat of an ambassador, and I enjoy expanding my horizons by just conversing and meeting more and more people, as each meeting with someone new like yourself enhances who I am.
I love meeting new people, obviously. Fine. 350 fine, by the way.
It is an honor. I am Modon Fig, Czar of Beans.
Have you come to the palace to trade?
Well, we do have a trade caravan in tow. It is among our tasks while we're here. We're always looking to trade for interesting things.
And it's just your friend that brings you to the palace?
No, no, no. There's many more of us that are still with the caravan.
Oh,
Oh yeah, sorry, just my friend that brings me to the palace specifically. But rest of the caravan is still with the goods in the caravan.
where do you hail from and where are you going?
Where do I hail from? I keep forgetting. I think I'm a purple lander.
Yeah, I think you're like North Purple Land, border of blue.
Because Lord knows I love my purple. Make it easy to remember. I think I chose it so I remember it easily, and yet still don't. Our journey eventually, as a traveler and a caravan, we tend to go wherever the wind takes us, where experiences take us. We hear about interesting things and we go investigate them. But our meandering path, we think, will eventually end at the Black City. That's correct, right? Out of character, isn't that what our kind of eventual goal? Yeah. So we think that our eventual destination will be the Black City, but we are not in any way making like an express quickest route there. We are taking in as many experiences and wisdom as we can find along our path as well.
Well, that is quite the ultimate destination. Do you have
Have you
business
been
there or mere curiosity?
No, just curiosity, and of course, caravan. So we're always looking to trade, bring things from far away, and
Well, have you brought anything valuable for it?
yeah, I'm sure. I mean, well, the great thing about being a traveling caravan is what's valuable to any individual is fairly unique.
That's true. We do have an embassy there. I wonder, you don't know what waits for you there, do you?
But out of character, I don't think I do, right? I don't know. No, we do not. This is part of the adventure. We're not exactly sure. I mean, we've heard as much as any of us have, but no, we do not know what waits for us there. I would feel safe in saying.
If you don't mind the sideways compliment, you seem foolish. But I think that might be in your favor. If you wind up in possession of a null object of desire and bring it to the Full Spectrum Embassy, speak to one of us. You will be greatly rewarded.
The embassy in the Black City, you mean?
Yes.
A null object of desire.
Yes, there are no satraps there, but the ecstatics will take your offering.
Well, we will most certainly add that to our list of things to keep a lookout for in our many adventures.
Skelly, did you want to interact with any satrap stuff before we go, or
Sure. I think just to this one who was talking to us and be like, Do you happen to know where one might find uh, a person with knowledge of life and death, actually particularly undeath?
There are many here, uh, less of bodily life and death and more of the soul and spirit. But many here know the ways of many ways.
That was less than helpful, but I appreciate your time.
You are welcome here, as all travelers are. I hope that you find what you seek. I'm sorry, I have more business to attend to, and turns to another rainbow lander with baskets of something squirming.
I'll I think I'll turn to Modon and be like, do you have any idea what a null object of desire might be? Because I certainly don't.
I feel like it's probably something we'll know if we find one.
Probably will.
I guess I'm struggling with the concept of null and desire. Like, is it that they desire a null object, or is that the whole thing?
Cool. Let's call it there then, and we'll continue with more Spectrum Palace shenanigans when we get back next week. XP 570 for each of you.
Ooh.
Got
I think
some
that,
traveling and exploring.
I think that's gonna push me over. Hold on. 570, you said?
570. Ding, level 6.
Woohoo! I'm level 6.
Holy crap!
You made it.
3 more to go.
So I mean, for the rest of the game, you will just pour all your XP into me till I go to level 6, right?
Cool. Let's do stars and start with Mike.
Yeah, stars all around. Yeah, the dice were definitely helping us tell the story tonight with
Yeah, that was crazy.
We either
Mhm.
rolled amazingly or we rolled horribly. There was very little that was kind of in the middle.
I feel fairly positive it was the most exploding dice we've ever had in a session.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, I think we had like I think we had like I think we rolled like 5 natural 20s tonight. We also rolled like 3 natural 1s.
True.
So yeah, the dice were definitely helping us tell the story tonight, which was pretty cool. Um, Big start of the setting. This is just as we get farther and farther west, things are just getting weirder and weirder. Like the forest of refracting trees, the wizard that got like trapped into a
light,
got like trapped into out of phase with the light. Yeah, weird. And we were able to like pull his personality out and stick him in that robot body. Yeah. A couple of role-playing moments that I did want to call out. Just that the interaction with the satraps, both with Alba Negra and with Modon, were pretty cool. I love the interaction with that like weird tree guy was just bizarre. And our less than stellar conversations with these, with those like wizards that were kind of half trapped in those trees. Also very bizarre, kind of disturbing, and really kind of cool. Yeah, that's really I think what I have for tonight. As for wishes, I'm hoping that Phaedrid is going to be able to find more magic here. That might be one thing he would like to look for.
Probably can.
Also, this isn't exactly a wish. This is more of a thing that I meant to bring up earlier in the game and forgot to, and that was 2 sessions ago when we were at Rose Tower. I was trying to find that spell about the
chrome
yeah the one it was called
something.
Metonymic poetry, I believe.
Metonymic poetry. Was that a spell that we and you said that we found like Like observing the
Yeah, what observing the whole pageant will give you the whole spell. So if you would like to take it, we can
okay.
have it.
I will take that spell. I don't know what it does. I don't know where it's listed, but we'll figure it out.
Cool.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Great.
I'm done.
Heath.
Yeah, man, it was one of those sessions where like just trying to go back over it in my mind now. I feel like so much stuff happened. I'm like trying to remember what all happened in this session. But yeah, it was fun. I feel like everybody had cool moments in there, and very excited to see where my bean nanites go. My swarm of beanites.
Unites.
Yeah, just see where it goes from here. I imagine it's going to get weirder. It's going to be an interesting march to our final journeys.
Yeah, one, two, three, four stops.
So I mean, yeah, just everything. I just really love watching, playing. I do find myself fighting sometimes. I don't know if this really counts. Like I like it's weird having a skill where like my skill depends on like me being the first person to talk to somebody. So sometimes I try to use that, but not because like obviously that also gets boring where it's like I don't want it to be like nobody else can talk to characters because then that's dumb. We're not using my skill. So like sometimes it's fun just to see where that goes. I'm like, nah, somebody else talk to character. Let's see how that goes for them. But it's just it just struck me as interesting. Like kind of like we were talking before we started about like niche skills in other realms. That's such a niche skill. It's like, well, I only got one time to use it. It's when we first talked to somebody, and that's the only time. And then that didn't even come into play. But I tried with the wizards. It's like, no, it doesn't count this time. So, damn it. Yeah, I'm trying to be better. I'm being better. I think about like always looking at my sheet and trying because half the time it's like you forget stuff that's on your sheet. And so I'll look and see the items and the traits I have, and it'll spur me to think of ways to use like, oh, I'll do this, or I'll pull that thing out of my traveler's bag for
Yeah.
So I would like try to periodically re-look over my sheet because it fires my brain. I was like, oh yeah, that thing I forgot I had. I like the seal of. Oh, speaking of which, if you have somewhere marked that description of Seal of Hashun, so I can put it back in there because
Oh yeah, yeah.
since I deleted that cell, I was like, I don't remember exactly what the definition was.
You can copy it off of you can copy it out of Phaedrad's Let the Door Open Itself because it's the same spell with a different title.
Oh, okay. I thought there was some slightly different like description of it.
Exact same spell.
Sweet.
It's knock.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew that, but I just couldn't remember the exact flavor wording. It was like, oh, you imbue a thing and it's happy to unlock itself or whatever. I think that's it for me. It's just fun as always.
No wishes.
Nothing jumping to mind. Just I mean, this game is so much of just like see where it goes, man. There's never any shortage of things for us to possibly check out and explore and get to. So it's like it's kind of fun. It's back and we'll see where it takes us next time.
Cool. Teal.
Yeah, so very interesting bits of information. Poor Aderon has been scrambled, and Aderon's having a hard time getting back to things. You lose your body and just lose all orientation on life. I think the wizards and the trees were very interesting, and I really liked the tree tending thing. I wanted to interact with it more, but I didn't want to become part of their system, and I was just like, I probably should just leave that alone. And I really I know he's just stepped away, but the B Knights are cool, and I want to see where the B Knights go. Especially now that Albanegra can understand them psychically.
Right.
She's got an investment in their well-being.
Bean.
Yeah. And the setting continues to, I would say, like we're seeing a new facet of the like new kinds of weirdness is what it feels like. So I want to see how that goes. As far as wishes go, Albanegra she was hoping that the satraps might have some sort of solution to the crystal fungus. No. And so she's trying to figure out if she should just give herself over to it or fight back. And she just has so much to live for now that she has Fluffy the dragon.
Oh. I mean, it is a disease that can't be cured, but the satraps are more interested in getting your consciousness into the harmonium. So
yeah, they lack motivation. I understood that was the likely result.
And some of them are crazy.
Yeah, she's not clear that all was going well in the harmonium.
Yeah.
So she would like to find the truth. That sounds like a difficult task. Big goal there. So she's trying to figure that out. And I'm curious to see. So my other wish is I want to see how Phaedrid unscrambles Aderon. Because Aderon is going to remain scrambled until somebody figures out how to unscramble Aderon, which needs to happen soon because Aderon has goals in mind. So,
cool.
I have something in mind that we just didn't get to this session, so we'll probably start there next time.
Sweet. And Mark.
Yeah, I concur that all of the setting elements here today was really neat, and we did quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit of like looking at stuff and experiencing new things. So that was really neat. Yeah, that tree tumor tender thing, absolutely weird as fuck. Like, and that was very cool. I can't help but like these B Knights. I can't help but think of the little ashes from Army of Darkness, like when like I can't get it out of my head. Every time we talk about them, I'm just like they're like these little like creatures that cause havoc, but they haven't caused any havoc. I just can't get it out of my so that is an entertaining thought every time you talk about them. So yeah, otherwise, yeah, like everything is great. I liked the interaction with the like satraps and kind of like getting a better after hearing so much about them, getting a better sense of like what they actually are. Was really cool. Yeah, as far as wishes go, yeah, really hoping Skelly can finally find a necromancer's power here, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe something is worth big enough people around. Yeah. Yeah, and playing that out and seeing how that goes, and then otherwise, yeah, I'm just in it for the experience. Like all the rest of the weirdness that's going to come as we get a lot closer to the Black City.
Yeah, it's going to continue to get weirder. Yeah, it was a good time. There's a lot of we hit a lot of stuff. It was good. The stuff on the palace again in the setting book is like extensive and real brief at the same time. There's like a lot of weird things that don't really fit together, and just sort of like trying to make sense of it as we go along. Like as we move into that map, like have it render in and see what it looks like. But it's been cool. Yeah, I really like the way y'all are moving through the world, and I look forward to seeing more of it. Cool. Anything else before we say goodbye?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to try and solve the crystal
Oh yeah, absolutely.
problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can treat it as a disease, and we can work on healing it.
Okay. Well, and I mean, I've already thought about a couple of possible alternatives that are very complicated. So
Cool. Awesome. Well, until next time, bye.